Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. Yes, I am George Onyibe, a society value advocate, as simple as that, ensuring that we do not allow anybody to sell the next generation of our people. Our work here is not driven by hatred, but by the simple pursuit of coming out with the truth in its naked nature, which is almost unacceptable by those who are perpetuating evils because they want to cover their atrocity. My message this morning is simple. Don't allow the Igbo Biafra to place us in a position where we are not supposed to be by changing narratives. And people do not understand this mind game. But let's start like this. I was in a TikTok platform yesterday, and I took time painfully analyzing the atrocity of Nnamdi Kanu against fellow Nigerians, most especially his Igbo people. Today, they are struggling to survive from his hopelessness because today is shit at home, and they are all shitting at home. Fear will not allow them to go out, not because Nnamdi Kanu can control them, but because fellow Igbo have capitalized on it to begin to rob other Igbos. But they are enjoying it. It's okay. But it's affecting the whole Nigeria. It's okay. And now, I was trying to explain to the whole world what is actually going on in the name of Biafra by a certain group of criminal-minded Igbos. Because Yorubas are not the one fighting for Biafra. Hausa are not fighting for Biafra. It is Igbo that is fighting for Biafra. It is some group of criminal elements from the southeast that are fighting for Biafra. We haven't been misled as a result of ignorance in the time past. We joined them. But no moral human being from the south today is talking of Biafra. And then there is one Benin man. Maybe he's a progressive-minded individual. Maybe he thinks he wants peace. And he started advising us. We can't reduce ourselves to them. If they are behaving like this, we should not behave like that. That is his opinion. But then, let me help you understand how it functions so you understand. Let's go to the Bible. You see, I've seen people try to deceive you by talking so much trash about the Bible. And believe me, I do not support religion, but I do support and acknowledge way of life. When you begin to deal religion as it affects our mentality, it is the problem we have in the world today. But then I understand when this book called the Bible is an embodiment of wisdom, which the world has not been able to decipher completely to this very moment, except those people who have the privilege of having first-class knowledge of what the Bible is. We have had access to Septagon and other forms of Bible translation from one end to another. And we understand that what the Bible actually tells you in most cases are hidden in parables. After all, you cannot be ignorant about the figure of speech. You can't be talking about simile, metaphor, uzumuron, and the rest of them, including an adage and proverbs. All of them are the embodiment of this literature. So much wisdom that it weighs, it has the same capacity, even with the very stone upon which this world is laid. Now let's look at it. In the book of Proverbs chapter 26, verse 4 and verse 5, it's intriguing. Solomon said, "Do not respond to a fool, or else you will be like a fool." And that is the truth. When you see foolish people, don't respond to them, or else people will think you are foolish like them. And that was the angle that my Bini brother was coming from. And so if these Igbo Biafra people want to become fools, we should not behave like them. We should just do the right thing, work for the unity of Nigeria, which is the reason why we are here in the first place. And so the book of Proverbs made it clear. Don't be like them. Very sweet. But it's okay and very unfortunate that the same Proverb 26, verse 4, if you go to the next verse immediately, which is the verse 5, it said, rebuke a fool, or else he will be wise in his own eyes. And so it's a dicey situation. Why will the Bible say, rebuke not a fool, and move on to the next chapter and say, rebuke a fool? It is simple. You have to rebuke the foolish people, but do it with wisdom. And if that is what that brother was saying, it would have made sense to me. And let me hope that is what he's saying. You may not be a Christian. Try and look at that very verse. And so as a pastor, will you tell your members to rebuke fools, or you will tell them to ignore fool? It is the situation and circumstance that surround the scenario that will determine how you respond. And you must respond with wisdom. And that is what we are doing here. We have kept these foolish Igbo Biafras quiet for a very long time. And now they are wise in their own sight. Evidence abound everywhere. That is why they are the only tribe crying. They are marginalizing us. Nigeria is suffering us. Nigeria hates us. Yoruba hates us. Igbo hates us. Hausa hates us. Amyama hates us. Everybody hates them. And nobody say anything. Because we presume they are fools. But now they are wise in their own sight. And so they now told the part of disinformation, character assassination, infiltration, blackmail, and what have you. Because they are wise now in their own sight. When the Igbo Biafra come, when the leader, person of Nnamdi Kanu, and his staff comes out and tell you Fulani Janjaweed, Fulani people are terrorists, Hausa don't have sense, Yoruba are mumu, this one and that one. No other Nigerians say anything. Yoruba want to prove they are civilized. Hausa want to prove we know where we are waiting for you. South believe it doesn't concern me. Yoruba will say, Wolo komi. And so you have not responded. They are now wise in their own sight. No. It is time we go to the verse 5 of Proverbs 26. It's a rebuke a fool, so that he will not be wise in his own eye. Rebuke him so he will know he is wrong. And that is the part we are. I know you don't understand. Let me break it down. There was a madman close to my office. I don't know his type of madness. But there is no single day he does not beat up a child or women. And I've been observing it. In most cases, we come to the office. You see little children bleeding. They say it's the madman. A very huge madman. His appearance is intimidating. He look like his own madness is to rape woman. Because if he dare see any woman walking alone, may the Lord be with you. And this thing has begun to irritate me for a very long time. Each time we drive him away from there, he behaves like a madman. Everybody say, leave him, he's a madman. He can't be doing with madman. But madman is breaking people's head. Madman that can rape. Madman that will see a woman and want to be pressing her breast. That madness, we need to review the nature. And then on that very day, not being in a very good mood, this madman was chasing one lady. Couldn't catch up with the lady and picked a stone and threw at that lady. I took a very strong firewood and I did him deliverance. And people were like, oh, he's a madman. He will wound you. He will. I still can't say that man is a madman. Because the moment I picked that wood, he said, your head is not correct. If you see the anger, but I know what he need, we shall know whose head is not correct. I hit this madman that people even think I am a madman. But do you know the madman never returned there again? Because not everybody who pretend to be a madman is a madman. Not everybody who is crying, they are marginalizing us, they are suffering us, Yoruba hate us, everybody hate us, yeah. They are the ones that are hating people. If we have not done this thing now, tell me, oh, fellow Nigerian, do you think Igbo Biafra body will come down? We will not allow you people to put us in a position where you want us. The one you done before, it's over. Another one will not happen again. And so we keep quiet. They come and create South-South. They call us South-South. And yet they mock us. that we don't have sense. No geographical location known as South-South. But it was Igbo man, Dr. Alex Ekweme, that actually gave us that name. Do we continue to explain? We went to join Biafra to fight them. At the end of the day, we become worse than Nigeria. They say they are fighting. Chukwuma and Zwa go follow them and do Igbo coup. Igbo people are the one that benefited. Today, we are the one carrying the blame. We loved Igbo people. And we answered their name according to them. Now, we are stateless people. We are Ndwa Lili. Because as I'm answering George now, I must be a European man. So if I'm not a European man, I am Ndwa Lili. And all this time, we never said anything. We kept quiet. They keep coming. Let me digress. When I left IPOB, for instance, I told Uche Okafor, being the deputy of Nnamdi Kanu, I said, I know what your people will do to me, but I have prepared my heart for them. Asking Nnamdi Kanu to leave me. In fact, I told the whole DOS, which Okafor was not happy about that. I still have 3 copies of different letter he officially wrote to the DOS. That what they are trying to do to me, it will not all go well. I still have 3 copies of letter which Okafor wrote to the DOS of Chika, Idoziem, another idiot, all those gay. Asking them, why you people deliberately want to set this guy up? That is bad. I knew the plan they have made. I never said anything. And I left. And I began to hear rubbish. For 4 months, I did not say anything. I did not make any post. I never said anything. I was on Facebook enjoying my broadcast from Igbo people. People like Darlington Chibuikem, except it's not Igbo. And they were happy. I'll read comment section. In most cases, I want to cry. In most cases, I feel the pain. But I was gathering their hopelessness to work on this part. No Igbo person asked them, leave this man alone. No Igbo person come on their platform and say, Igbo people, why are you doing like this, Kwano? Only few number of them. Let me write an article now and tell you how the Oni of Ife migrated from Igbo and concoct 1 or 2 nonsense. You will see Igbo people praising me. No, you will hardly see Igbo person that will say, brother, how will this rubbish you are writing help us? Instead, they begin to applaud it. This thing was so bad. They lied against me one day. They used Josephine Erewa, the one we call the witches of Massachusetts. Most of you will know her, Uruboge, Strokishekiri woman, to blackmail me with Bright Chimezie and other hopeless idiots. I know Okafor know the truth about that instance. And when Josephine Erewa know the truth, she disappeared. Where is she today? Now they can't say, but this thing, which Okafor said, this thing they are saying is a lie. Why don't you respond? I say, my time has not come. It is their time. So in the morning, I will join the Facebook. You hear that homosexual, that homebreaker, Darlington Chibuikem. I never opened their chapter. It will be on TV. Yes, I swear. Judge Onibe exposed season 1. Judge Onibe is Zuonyoshi, including Simon Ekpa, that idiot, that dwarf in Finland, marrying his mother age, even made a broadcast about me. All of them did for them. Her own was that Judge Onibe Lilegua Yejitonoti Mobulo. Judge Onibe Lilegua had never said anything. Which Okafor say, respond to these people. I said it is not yet time. Because I am looking at the people who are trying to blackmail me. I am looking at the people who are supporting them. I am looking at the people who are encouraging them. I want to know who is sponsoring them. And I enjoyed it. And I love insult. So Igbo people, drop your insult, including Igbo Biafra, Igbo also, Igbo Wawawa, Igbo Buibu, Igbo, Igbo from Israel, Igbo from Medugri, Igbo from Kafancha, Igbo from Sahel, any kind of Igbo that you are. Drop your insult. I love it now. And I kept quiet. And I started. Most of you don't know how many of my pages that have been destroyed. Most of you don't know how many of my pages that have been cloned and used by other people. I've not even started. I'm a non-completed building. Imagine when I'll be in my studio and be rotating on my chair. Imagine when I will be broadcasting and be drinking kai kai. Fasten your seatbelt. Because if you don't want to change, the market you bargain for, you will get it. And that is why I begin to respond to them. I focused on Igbo Biafra till this very moment. But this is how they change the narratives. They will be crying. Don't generalize it. It says Biafra. You can't generalize it. Thunder fire you. God punish you because you are wicked. Shut up. Use your brain. When we start generalizing it, you will know. As I'm living here, the first 3 persons I'm going to do business with today are Igbo people. And so, you think they don't know what I do online? You think I'm in diaspora? You think I'm hiding? The only thing you will do is make attempt on my life. And that will be the last thing all of you will do. And believe me, you won't get to me. It's a promise. But your life will not remain the same again. I told you now, I say, you have just ended your career. You can be shouting, I can slap his lawyer all of una Igbo, make una de mumu una self. And so, it's simple. I don't care how you interpret me. But what you are doing to us now is not just affecting us. We would have ignored you. But it's going to affect the morality. It's going to affect the next generation of our people. And of course, Nigerians. This we will not allow. And that is why Jesus called the disciples in the first instance. He said, now I'm sending you out. Do not bother to take your purse. Don't worry about food. Anywhere you get to, people will take care of you. Don't fight. When they slap you here, give them the other ear. Be a good man. Be a gentleman. This was Jesus. And then when his ministry ended, when he saw the cross that wait for him, he gathered the same disciple and said, do you remember I told you not to carry sword, not to carry cutlass, not to do anything? You should be peaceful. Give them the other ear, let them slap. If they slap you this one, he said, my brothers, my followers, time has changed. This time, if you don't have cutlass, sell your trouser and buy cutlass. Have you not read it in the Bible? You think Jesus was promoting violence? You think Jesus wanted them to go and fight? He was trying to make them understand that drastic behavior calls for drastic reaction. Okay, let me tell you another one. Prophet Isaiah talks about prophetically how the Messiah will look like. He said when the Messiah will come, he will be gentle, he will be kind. Even the softest breed he cannot break. For the Spirit of the Most High will be upon him. You will not even hear him raise his voice on the streets. The people of Israel were looking for a gentle Messiah. They began to question his credibility as a Messiah the day he entered Jerusalem, the triumphant entry. And when he saw the house of God has been turned to the dens of thieves, he couldn't bear it. The Bible says he made the scourge of whip. He turned down the table of the money changers. I call it Okpokpo scatter. He scattered the temple in Jerusalem that very day. And this began to make them to question him. But he passed his message in such a violent way that they will not forget that day. He said, this is supposed to be called the house of prayer. The house of my father is supposed to be the house of prayer. But you brood of vipers, you have turned it to a dens of thieves. And people begin to wonder, if he's the Messiah, he was supposed to be born again. This Igbo Biafra madness cannot be cured by trying to be when I come and I rub lipstick. You see, is their right? Is their right to make nonsense? All the pamper you pamper them, are they getting sense? Now, understand, my fellow South people, if you lower down the pressure, these people will reprogram their strategy. They're not ready to back down yet. Are you not seeing them? Did you not see their video of bigotry that I posted? Most of you, when I say I need recharge card, you think I'm begging you money. Are you not hearing them telling how they will sponsor their people, even pay Al Jazeera, pay Fox News, pay everybody to destroy Nigeria, be causing problem, because all what Igbo Biafra want is let everybody begin to fight. And then they feed on the misery of our people. Is that not what they do to their people during the supposed Nigerian Biafra war? They were the one that print tissue paper, photocopy paper and call it Biafra Fund, collected their people money and gave it to them. Today they are blaming Nigeria because nobody talks about it. Exactly the same thing they are doing. And some gullible people are telling you, you can't behave like them. You got to be more mature. You got to show love. What is the essence of your love if it meant nothing to me? A father and a mother who are not willing to go extra mile to bring the best out of their children, and then you come out and say, I love my children. My God, your love means nothing to them. You don't prove love vocally, you prove it by your action. They're making peace on the expense of who? The next generation of our people. If my children has not had the privilege of knowing me today, all the blackmail, do you know they will believe it's true? And how did I fight back? By playing man of God. When I come as hallelujah, bless you, glory. You are welcome. God bless you. You know, because of Jesus Christ, what he said, no, I will give account on that very last day. He actually said to me, rebuke not an elder, but entreat them. After all, the word of God is for correction, it's for instruction, it is for rebuke. If you don't like it, repent. You know, the brother was saying, you know, we Benin people, we are special people. There's no doubt about that. Be special and let no John domeye remungwe. Be specially. My people will say, John domeye remungwe. When Job was struck and his friends were asking him, which sin did you commit? Why will God, you are so faithful, allow this to happen to you? Job, when he was trying to regain, what really happened? He said, these are the things I have begged God. These 7 things have I begged God. Do not allow them to happen to me. One of them was the scourge of mouth. Otalokanshi, you see gossip, blackmail. It is more dangerous than poison. That is what Igbo Biafra people are dishing out everywhere. Hitting everybody's head together. And then they come and play the most educated tribe, the most intelligent, the most richest Nigeria. I think how they feel the impact. And then somewhere along the line, you believe my people are very civilized. Let us keep quiet. Whatever they tell your children that you are, in their bigotry agenda, that is what your children will think that you are. Look at some of you can't even get yourself today. Let me go to Benin. Look at Benin people. Another game is on, but you can't say it. But let's be watching. I was having a conversation with a Yoruba man. And I told the Yoruba man, I say, more than 90% of Ondo State are Benin people. They won't tell you they are Benin anymore openly. They will tell you they are Yoruba. Why? Because they are not proud of their Benin ancestry. They have been conquered. If you see Showore hiding under Yoruba umbrella, oh, he's a Yoruba Showore. Who told you he's a Yoruba? He's conquered already. Whether Yoruba conquer him or he's trying to impersonate Yoruba, that is their business. That is his choice. But the Yoruba